Hey there everybody, Valserium here. So today, in lieu of a failure that has occurred to me, we're going to be taking a look at a 2002 Toyota Prius. More specifically, we're going to be examining the windings, MG2 Stator windings on the hybrid side of the car. As you saw there, this car has 360,000 miles on the original transmission. I am surprised the MG2 lasted this long, but I guess it did. So today, we're going to grab our MEGGER, or equivalent mega ohm meter. We're going to test out the windings on the MG2. I'll also show the readings off of the MG1, just so you guys can get an idea of what it's supposed to look like. And we'll roll from there. Let's pop the hood and let's get in there. Grab the MEGGER. As you can see, I've already done the hard legwork of actually removing our inverter from the car. There's just a gaping void. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our MEGGER. I happen to have the MEGGER MIT 330 model. Yours may look a little bit different, but the concept is the same. I'm going to nestle my MEGGER in here. Grab my leads. Your MEGGER may have different leads. These are the ones that mine happen to come with. Positive to positive, negative to negative. I am going to nestle my MEGGER in right hereabouts. Alright. Hook up the negative lead of your MEGGER to a known good grounding point. I happen to have already run these tests, so I know that is a good known grounding point for me. And hook up your positive lead to any one of the three MG2 windings. You should get the same result off of any of them, however it doesn't hurt to save the extra 10 seconds and just run the test on all three. What you're going to do is you're going to switch your MEGGER on. The repair PDF for Toyota states to test at 500 volts, although newer Priuses run at higher voltages, so it might be necessary to run at a 1 kilovolt test. Your MEGGER may go up higher, mine goes up to 1 kilovolt. Ensure everything is good to go, properly grounded, hooked up, and ensure that we're not touching a ground anywhere. And whack that test button. It's going to run a test. You should get infinite resistance. I am not getting that. I'm getting a resistance that slowly rises. Going to go over to the next winding. Run the same test again. I am expecting infinite resistance and I am not getting that. Again, I'm getting a resistance that slowly climbs. Checking that third winding one last time. Same as before, not getting infinite resistance. To prove the concept, I am going to test MG1. Same testing parameters. The only difference here is a different electric motor. Hooked up there, I'm going to run the same 500 volt DC test, and I immediately get infinite resistance, as expected. Checking the third winding, or the first, not sure which, will yield infinite resistance, as expected. Testing the last winding, we yield infinite resistance. So the MG1 in this 2002 Toyota Prius, which is that itty bitty teeny tiny one all the way over there, has survived for 360,000 miles. The MG2 finally gave up the ghost. That is how you test with a MEGGER or equivalent mega ohm meter the resistance on your MG2. Good luck, happy repairs. Now then, that's not to say that's the whole test. There are other portions to it that I have not yet gone over, including the fact that there is also a resistance check through the windings that one can do. However, I am not going to go over that primarily because I do not have the appropriate meter on hand. What you'd want to do is go through all 3 of those windings and test 1 to 3, 1 to 2, and then 3 to 1. What you'd want to do at that point is check the milliohm resistance of the actual winding itself, and you need a milliohm meter to do that test, which I unfortunately do not have access to at this point in time, so I cannot demonstrate that. But for me, that test I just did is proof enough that I have to replace the MG2 stator motor in my car. However, this car has a lot of sentimental value to me, as well as it has a legacy at this point. It has 360,000 miles on the clock, and I want to keep it going until that motor fails, because I am not burning any oil, and I still get great efficiencies at around 37 to 40 miles per gallon, depending on the season and the hills, because I live in a very hilly area, not really flat grounds for me. So all things considered, this car is an absolute trooper. As you can see, worn out dials everywhere. The car has seen considerable love. The floor mats are starting to kind of wear through, but car works just fine, and I love the absolute hell out of it, so we're going to keep it going.